Recently, my friend Akash Sridharan has made a video stating how Bpaul could be better than Tommy in 7simul. So the Bpaul pinset is basically a rearranged Tommy. It's just a few moves rearranged at the back. However, Tommy has resources such as Pseudo 7simul, but Bpaul does not have any of those. So today I'll be showing you how to do Pseudo 7simul on Bpaul, specifically the L case. For your first number, you see how much this has to get to this, and then you add it to how much this has to get to this. So that will be 2 plus -1, and that will give you 1. Since you're already seeing how much this has to get to this on your first calculation, you might as well just memorize it as your second number, which is just -1. So this to this is -1. You can also do it intuitively by matching this to this on your first move, but I would recommend that you just memorize it. For your third number, you see how much this has to get to this, which is 1. And then you just do the regular M4 calculation, which is the left hand for this turn where you have 3 pins up and 1 pin down, which will be this to this, added to this to this. So that'll be 1 plus 5 plus 0, which will give you 6. For your fourth calculation, it'll be the exact same as this pinset's right hand, which would be just how much this has to get to this, which will be 4. These next two numbers are optional, but if you want to learn it, you can, because it's basically just memorizing how to do this move. So if you use 8-letter memo Bpaul, you should totally memorize this. Or if you just use 6-letter memo Bpaul, you should at least just memorize the right hand move of this next two calculations. So your next calculation will be how much this has to get to this, which is -1, and then you add that to how much this has to get to this, which is -5. So -1 plus -5 is -6, which is also 6, because doing 6 on the clock like that is the exact same as doing -6 on the clock. The last number is just seeing how much this has to get to this, which is just 1. And you can start the execution now. For execution, you want to have this right pin up only. So you do your first number on the left hand, and then you match this to this, or your second number if you memorized it on your right hand, which is -1. You switch pin positions to solving this block, which you can do intuitively. And then you put these 2 pins up, and you do your next two numbers, which is just 6 and 4. And this part, you can match this to this, and then you see you match this to wherever this will go after this left hand turn. But if you memorized it, it'll be just 6 and 1. Next, you just continue off the solve like normally, like that. You should know this if you are using Bpaul.